The opinions, beliefs, and viewpoints expressed on today's radio show and their guests do not necessarily reflect the opinions, beliefs, and viewpoints of Easy Way Broadcasting.
Welcome to Radio Boomers Live, the show about all things human from a baby boomer's perspective. All things hot and all things not. News, reviews, interviews, chat, tech, and what's next. And here are your hosts, Reatha Gray from Betty White's Off Their Rockers and Easy's dad, Jim Zuley.
Good morning, everybody. Radio Boomers Live with Reatha and me, Jim Zuley, Eric Zuley's son. No, I'm Eric Zuley's dad.
No, you're Eric, right. You're his dad. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Wow, Reatha, I'll tell you what. Hey, you and I were on the carpet together the other night at a great event, Think and Grow Rich with John Chun. What an event that was, huh? Wow. First class.
It was. Yeah, I was there only for a part of one of the days, but a lot of information was being given out, a lot of just information to lift you up, and you know, they talk about how people are depressed nowadays. They need to go to events like this so they can get their self-esteem built back up.
Oh, totally
and
uplifting
just
with professional
think positive
guests.
and
exactly.
And
yeah.
learn how to be happy in this world, you know?
Yeah, it's inspiring. And there's so many professional people that have expertise in that. But I'll tell you, it was an amazing carpet and well run, and we'll be talking about that. So I'm trying to hang in there, Reese, with my voice, and so much news going on, and so much stuff happening. And with that, I guess
well, then let's
move
right to move. Right.
It's hot topic time.
Ripped from the headlines, today's hot topic.
Well, my hot topic is a more serious hot topic this week. I heard on something last night that they are planning, or they passed a law to arm teachers in Florida, I believe it was. Now, I know that things are rough out here now. Times are really hard, but I'm not really sure I want teachers armed in the classroom. Where are they going to put these guns? Are they going to keep them in their desk drawer? Well, you know, the kids will go in the teacher's desk drawer. Are they going to lock them in cabinets? Kids can pick locks, break cabinets. I'm not even real comfortable with teachers having guns because some of these kids will make you want to shoot them. So, and that won't be good. So I don't know that that's a good idea. And then we've got so much problems with the places of worship. We have the same thing going on. They want to arm guards to keep places of worship safe. It's the beginning of Ramadan. They're talking about arming guards outside the mosque or inside the mosque. I'm not sure where these armed guards would be. They've been having violence in churches, burning down churches, shooting people in churches. So they're talking about arming guards at churches. They're talking about arming guards at synagogues. Now, I'm not a overly let's not arm people, let's take away guns person. But I think this might be going a little bit too far. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the solution is. But I know arming guards at places of worship and in schools, I don't know what we need to do, people. I mean, yes, May 2nd was the National Day of Prayer. I think we need to be arming ourselves with prayer because this gun deal of just arming everybody is just going to lead to the wild, wild west. We'll be having shootouts in the streets, in front of schools, in front of churches and mosques. And I don't know where this is going, Jim, but I really hope that they come up with some better solutions. And that's my hot topic today.
Well, okay, Reese, that's totally agree. It's really crazy. and we hope they don't have to go to Army, everyone. Well, with the Kentucky Derby is the Super Bowl of horse racing, and it wasn't so super this time. First off, it started off, they had a race at a muddy track, and for the first time in a 145-year history, the winner was disqualified for racing out of its lane, and then so the actual winner was disqualified, and the second place horse came in, Country House, and it was 65-1. So that was a very unusual situation. I was reading the story. Maximum Security was the horse that originally won, and it was disqualified. Very rare. You don't believe this? This is very rare too. Another rare one for you. Pelosi and Schumer, in regards to the infrastructure amount, requested, the request for the infrastructure. Everybody's talking about infrastructure. We got to get this place. We got our bridges and our sewers and everything. Well, they're old now. Even though we're a new country, this stuff is old. Some of them are 80, 100 years old. Well, what they were looking for was $2 trillion. Well, the problem is getting the president together with them, and believe it or not, they both agreed on the $2 trillion budget. Whistleblowers say companies hike drug price. You're not going to believe this one either. 97,000%. Two whistleblowers said the company bribed doctors and their staffs to increase sales, according to court docs. Their accusation was made against the Quasar Pharmaceuticals. The drug was known for treating infant seizure disorder, and it was a $40 vial in 2000. Now it's nearly $39,000. I'm glad they didn't increase other prices like that, like our fast foods. In Venezuela, the clashes go on through the streets. There's a lot of problems in the streets, a lot of revolting and all kinds of stuff. Guaidó calls on the military to abandon President Maduro, but the military's basically sticking with him, and that's an ongoing problem. Regarding the issue of the Boeing, the new 737 MAX jet, they had the two accidents. Well, it was discovered that Boeing knew about the problems a year before the October 2018 crash. Boeing reveals another safety problem affecting the 737 MAX. And the plane's been grounded around the world, so a lot of problems with Boeing with that. Minneapolis officer found guilty in shooting death of an unarmed woman who called 911. He said he believed she was armed. The woman called to report an accident in the backyard, an assault in the backyard. Officer Nook was convicted of third-degree murder and faces up to 12 years in jail. Over a dozen killed as rockets fly back and forth between Israel and Gaza. Ongoing situation with them. The longest suspension bridge in the U.S. opens in Tennessee next month. The new Long Sky Bridge stretches 680 feet. The Trump administration is really struggling to handle the new immigrants, another wave of 20,000 people coming, and they have overcrowded in some of the holding areas. So Trump was talking about sending in the sanctuary cities and so on. He suggested sending more troops to the border, and the president he picked Mark Morgan as the new head of ICE. And in central U.S., this is some big storms coming. They're bracing for more floods. 20 tornadoes have been cited, and this is an area from Texas to Nebraska. Big storm, so if you're planning on going that way, be careful. Do your research. A Russian jet landed, engulfed in flames, causing the death of 13 people. The pilot had requested an emergency landing when the rear of the plane caught on fire. Another shooting at a college in Carolina, UN College in Carolina. A 22-year-old was accused of the shooting that took the lives of 2 people and injured 4 others. Geez, another shooting. These shootings are getting terrible. Tristan Terrell was arrested on campus by the Charlotte police. Whoa, out of breath. There's so much. And we're talking about higher education. Student loan debt is approaching $1.6 trillion, $400 billion more than car loans and $600 billion more than credit card debts. 47% of Americans think the college degree is not worth the cost. Experts say anxiety and depression is at record levels, turning into be an epidemic among college students. Senator Joe Biden in the lead with 20 other Democrats following the run for president, and Republicans are just two. There's the governor of Massachusetts, William Weld, and President Trump. And 1 million species facing extinction, the U.S. says. And Trump slams China on trade, and the trade imbalance is $500 billion. He's trying to bring that down, and they're going to be coming they're sending an envoy to Washington to discuss it. So, Reatha, a lot of news. A nurse was denied a record break. She was breaking records, and she was denied winning the marathon because she didn't wear a skirt. Sandra Bullock leaving Hollywood to focus on launching her new skincare line. And flying cars, Reatha, they could be something in the not too far future. So what do you think of that? Flying cars. They're on the drawing board.
Okay. Well, they were predicted to be in the future. I thought it would be in my lifetime, although I probably don't want to drive one now.
And that Avengers hit broke the Titanic globally. It broke all the records at box office, $2.2 billion. I mean,
we have some time. I'm going to talk about that. I don't know if it's worth it, but
Reatha,
I think it's time for us.
I got good news for you. They're slowest growth in California history. People coming here, slowest growth because of cost of housing. So some good news for Reatha. People are staying away.
The fewer the better. But that takes us up to our first word from our sponsor.
There we go.
Looking to grow and align your brand with celebrities and other established brands? Your brand is all about your entire customer experience. Everything from your logo, your website, your social media experiences, the way you answer the phone, to the way your customers experience your staff. So why not let us help you get your branding right from the start? At Easy Way Promotions, we are a new class of professionals providing first-class online branding, promotion, social media, website development, editing, graphic design, public relations, media, SEO, and online advertising to give your business the competitive edge to stand out. Our highly experienced experts will not only help you increase your online presence, but also provide you with a proven online strategy to help you increase the value of your company and make acquiring new customers easier. So what are you waiting for? Contact us today and let us help you grow your business exponentially.
For more information, contact 424-209-9290 or visit easywaypromotions.com. That's letter E, letter Z. We also encourage you to like our Facebook page at Easy Way Promotions.
Yes, indeed. Easy Way Promotions, Easy Way Network, Easy Way Broadcasting. And Eric has built quite an empire that's drawing a lot of people, and it's a network that has interaction. That's what people are getting all excited about with the Easy Way Wall of Fame and the live broadcast. People can interact. It's really amazing. It's all the technology that's going on today. It's definitely a new world. Easy Way phone down app.
It really is.
The awards, the interaction, debit card, and the August 30th. Well, we have. We're going to try. I've been trying to reach out. I sent a couple little airwaves out to try to see if I can get Eric pop in the show a little bit to talk about some of the stuff. But we'll wait to see if he's able to come on. But I'll tell you, the event, Reatha, that was a pretty good carpet. That some carpets go well, some don't. But Eric's very particular, and Kelly Bennett helped running the carpet, and it was all put together really nice, really professional. And the Think and Grow Rich with John Shin, that is it's going to be a 50. It's going to be tour of 50 locations. That's going to be quite an event to
and
to
that's
put
a
together.
worldwide tour.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where else in the world they're going, but it's worldwide.
Yeah, I think there's a certain number nationally. I'll give you, so I could guess at say 30 nationally and maybe 20. I mean, I'm off on that, but just a rough percentage. The rest of them international. And with the speakers they have, and they have some. I believe The Rock was involved, and Mario Lopez, and they have some new celebrity names in there. But some of the speakers he has involved are really top of the line in the speaking world. And well, I'll tell you, I've sat in on some of these, and you could really walk out, and when you don't even follow through with the entire program they have, just some of the tips you get, it's amazing. They do a lot of research, and whether it's building a business or motivation or health, you really get the cutting edge on that. And you have, you saw a few people last night there.
I saw a couple of people. Oh, I hear theme music.
Do we got air coming in? Let me see.
Say that he's the only guy I know with his own theme song.
That's right. Even when he walks in the route, plays the theme song. Eric, you on with us?
I hope.
Okay, we got you. All right. Reatha and I were just talking about the event and Easy Way Broadcasting and the network and everything you built and the Wall of Fame. It's I don't know where you get all the energy to do it, but it's really amazing. And the event the other night really went first class. And
the event was amazing at Anaheim Convention Center, and I came across John Shin. In fact, there's an interview coming out that I think a lot of the Easyway family and all the other tribes and organizations that we work with, is going to really love. That I did with John Shin, which is the executive producer of Think and Grow Rich Legacy World Tour, which is about 15 cities nationally and 35 internationally. And he was on my show for about an hour. It's about an hour and a half of content, so it's about 3, 4, probably about 4 episodes we'll be putting out on our Roku channel soon. And then I did a really special interview with him on the red carpet and his partner. That owns the rights to the whole Think and Grow Rich franchise. And it was really some good information. So definitely stay tuned for that. Go to Easy Way TV and like that page, and you'll see all that. The Wall of Fame is really rocking. You'll see John Shin on that wall pretty soon. We just added Tiny Lister, Debo from Friday. And, Christopher Lloyd's on there, and Frank Shankwitz and Shavon and Forbes Riley, and just all these amazing influencers that want to make a difference. The wall's growing. We have the tour. I'm sure a lot of people want to know about the Think and Grow Rich Legacy World Tour. The first one was Anaheim Convention Center. The second one is Chicago. The third is San Diego. And then it hits, I think it's like Las Vegas, New York, all these other places.
I guess at about 30 nationally and about 20 international. I was just throwing numbers out there. 50 altogether.
Yeah, it's actually 50. It's a 50-city tour, so it's 15 national and 35 international.
Okay.
Like I said, the interview I did gives you more direct information with John Shin, and then he's also our keynote speaker, along with Brian Smith, the founder of UGG Boots, and a lot of other amazing people on August 30th, which is the award show we're doing at the Private Country Club in Orange County. Everything is easywayawards.com. And we're just rock and roll. We got the Roku channel that's going to launch soon on Roku. I mean, we'll be able to run our own master control. We'll be able to put other channels and actually do business with these businesses and these influencers that want to actually monetize in their sleep and have multimedia work for them. Versus, we're teaching people how to have the business work for you. Not you work for your business on a digital social media, multimedia perspective. This show is rocking. The Radio Boomers live show is rocking. We're over 650,000 listeners now. The red carpets are really rocking. And one of the biggest things we're going to do with EasyWayPromotions.com, which is the promotional and PR division events and all that stuff is we're going to start really rocking these red carpets, because this event at the Think and Grow Rich event at the Anaheim Convention Center, these business events. I mean, it's a business event. It's a seminar. It's to really let you guys know about the new book that John Shin's coming out with, and then they have all these amazing business people that are speakers. Kevin Harrington was there the first day. He's from Shark Tank, and all these amazing people that are successful. But really, it's to sell their packages and give the ability to help entrepreneurs grow and build it. But what people don't realize is without that red carpet properly being ran, without that press properly capturing the content and then putting it out there, when the event's over, it's over. Then you have a company like ours that
That's what I mentioned to several people. I said, a lot of people do events. They have a lot of, notable speakers and this and that, but then it's over. They don't have press, or the press they have don't have any coverage or any pull. And that seems to be the magic you have, is when the event's over, you turn it into the Super Bowl. And you bring the cameras, the real stuff, the wire and the Getty.
Everybody's going to be able to see the Getty coverage, the PR Photos coverage, the Hollywood Weekly and Easy Way Network, Easy Way TV, Easy Way Magazine, Influential People Magazine, Women on TV, Voice America. These are all in-house people with us that are like guaranteed, basically. And PR companies that do carpets can't guarantee what we can guarantee, because everything's in-house, and we're not necessarily a PR company. We do PR. We work in conjunction with Kelly Bennett and Bennett Unlimited PR and numerous other ones. But we actually are the media. We own the multimedia. We are the God's Viacom growing. We have multiple channels. We're up to 450-something channels we can put content on, and nobody can provide a reach like that guaranteed. Plus, at the same time, when you're doing a carpet, what a lot of people don't realize is you've got to position those pictures, then create the story for the betterment of the client. And in this case, John Shin was our client, and we're going to explode certain speakers and certain stories and certain things. We're going to have certain things hit certain media, and it's going to increase. It's going to probably triple the audience and the eyeballs and the butts and seats and everything that's going to happen. With the Think and Grow Rich tour. Plus we're bringing in our partners and our affiliates, and just the content creates the hype. And there's a lot of great interviews. You're
basically kind of groundbreaking the way you're doing things. You're opening up a whole new door to the speaking world in general. Well, no matter what the subject matter or whatever, as far as getting it out there. And I see the look on people's faces when they. And these are people that have a lot of events and a lot of background, and they're big in the business, and they walk out and see what you put together and the extra exposure they get, which is more exposure than they get in the room with the 300 people.
Yeah, and I want to say I apologize to the audience, because I know we promoted Dr. Marissa, the Asian Oprah, as the guest, and I kind of came in to fill that spot, because she's a really busy woman. She's pushing her book right now. She did commit to be on, but I guess she had a double booking or something, and so we'll probably have her on in another show or another time. Isn't she supposed to be coming on a little bit later?
But we're going to potentially bring her on next week, because she does have a podcast, and we're rearranging the time on the show, and we're going to have it next week. We're going to rearrange the Radio Bonus Live schedule a little bit so we can have her on a little later in the show, and we're really looking forward to that, because very interesting.
Yeah, she's interviewed some pretty big people, and speaking of big people, what John's told me, on this tour they have Mark Wahlberg, The Rock, Mario Lopez, Kevin Harrington, from Shark Tank, and numerous other A-list names that you're going to see on a lot of these different events, and it really is a amazing tour. Plus they're bringing back the whole kind of like Napoleon Hill, thought process, which is pretty cool. And I think that this tour is really going to be a big deal. We're proud to be a part of it. And shout out to Kiss the Monkeys as well. They actually are producing and handling the after parties and pre-parties. We're getting involved with that as well. And if anybody wants to know anything of what we do, all these fun events and all these great people, we have what's called the digital handshake effect to allow you to actually connect with what you're watching on Easy Way TV. So you can do business with these amazing individuals. You can actually text promote, the number promote, the word promote to the number 55678. And you can tap in with us. We also have a couple groups on Facebook. Eric Zuley, supporters. If you look at Eric Zuley supporters, what's all that moving in backgrounds? Is there somebody like rustling papers or?
That's me. I usually put it on. I usually put it on mute, but I was looking for
this isn't a professional radio station. This is just a podcast, so it's okay. No, I'm kidding. Let's try to put that on mute.
I wanted to get some interesting information on some of this stuff, but I'll get it later.
So, and then there's some great pictures and some great interviews of Reatha and my dad on the Think and Grow Rich red carpet, and it's just I'm trying to let the audience know how to really follow us. We have some great groups. If you guys are personal supporters of mine, Eric Zuley, then we have the Eric Zuley supporters group, about 600-something people on there. If you're into Hollywood and entertainment, we have Hollywood the Easy Way, which is almost 10,000 members. That seems to be the big one that we're moving. And then we have Easy Way Fam. If you want to be part of the Easy Way family and have a group of a heartfelt individuals support you in your business, if you're a business owner, if you're an influencer, that's a great group. And ultimately, we have our social network, which is easywayaccess.com. And that gives you access to the influencers that you see on Easy Way TV and the movement that we're doing. So we have a lot of great events, a lot of fun stuff to get involved with. And we have our membership.
EasyWayPhone.app is one of the main ways to get through to you, right?
Yeah, that's the main portal that has like everything. And if you guys want to be a part of, if you want to grow your business, you want to build your business in a different fashion, a different way. Like I said, we do have the TV in-house, the radio in-house, the magazine in-house, the events in-house. We have over 1,200 something partners and affiliates and relationships and resources and distribution. And as you see, constantly we're pumping out fun events and fun content and stuff. And
I give you credit because it's like the work of 12 people. What you do is just amazing. And
let's not forget the Omnicultural TV Fest. We just did the Omnicultural TV Fest. If you're into television, NAPTE is National Association Producers Television Executives, which we met some very large contacts, people from like the top level executives for the Amazon Studios, down to like Mr. Ingle, who did the Saved by the Bell theme and many, many, many other shows.
Yeah,
and I actually was blessed to host the after party VIP stage. And I introduced Andy Vargas from Santana, and that's going to be content we're going to be pushing out and stuff. And
we had
so like I said,
the Earth, Wind, and Fire gentlemen, and these are people that go back to Reatha.
Sheldon Reynolds from Earth, Wind, and Fire, and people have been asking us too. So to clear up any confusion, Sheldon Reynolds from Earth, Wind, and Fire, who was the lead singer after Marissa passed away, God rest his soul, for 14 years for Earth, Wind, and Fire. He's a former member of Earth, Wind, and Fire, is our client and is a member and is going to be doing some amazing things. In fact, we're setting him up with another client, a brand new up-and-coming artist who Sheldon's going to probably coach him on music and whatnot. And you're going to see more and more of Sheldon. And if you think about it, even though Sheldon's a legend and he was in one of the biggest bands ever, I really didn't see a whole lot of Sheldon until he started doing it the easy way. Now you see him everywhere. I mean, he's already been on 3 events, 3 big red carpets, Getty Images, Wire PR photos. People are starting to come to him now. The Think and Grow Rich tour are in talks with them about potentially getting on the tour. All these things started happening within a couple days after he started doing it the easy way.
Oh yeah, you blow things up big time, and I've had people tell me that your son has done more in a week or a weekend than this company we had has done in an entire year, and they're blown away by what you do. But now you're talking about people that reach everything.
Well, people don't realize how important having public relations is. People have to know your name, know your face, and that doesn't happen in a vacuum. You have to get out on those carpets, but they got to be good carpets, so they're going somewhere. And
that's right.
That's what happens with the easy way.
Yeah, hey, Reatha, you're a little muffled sometimes. Just so you know, you might want to talk a little bit farther away from the microphone.
Well, that's okay. Because she's chewing on some breakfast there. That's okay. So thank you, Eric, for coming on, because I know you're busy, and I just want to give us a little update. And just we're all blown away by so many avenues, so many things you've created, and I've seen so many lives change.
Okay, so I'm honored to be on. Always, the show's really rocking. You guys can see Radio Boomers live soon. We're getting all the pre-production set for it to be on the Roku channel. We are going to be launching our full-fledged Roku channel live. We have over 14 shows. In fact, Sheldon Reynolds has a show with us that we're going to be putting out on the network. You're going to see a lot of the celebrities that you see on the Easy Way wall putting out shows on our network, which is similar to kind of what Dick Clark did. Dick Clark was very intent with all the celebrities and influencers and whatnot. I'm just kind of doing the same type of thing digitally and giving you guys more access than most people have ever done, if you have the heart to help. So if you're pressing the share button and we see good things, you can earn points. And it's just a real fun movement. Don't forget August 30th, the Easy Way Awards. It's our first annual awards. I mean, I've honored people for the last 7 years, so we've been doing the awards thing, but we've never done our own actual awards and dinner gala. And so we're going to be launching the Easy Way Visa debit card live with Tim Brown from the NFL Hall of Fame. We're going to be honoring a lot of the influencers that we have on the wall. And ultimately, we're launching our foundation, which is Easy Way Cares Foundation, to raise money, raise awareness for all these causes we've been involved in. I've been doing that for a long time. But now we're going to really make it official and bring in some of the top fundraisers and some of the top blessings that we've had. Don't forget, guys, God will give you gifts. But it's a matter of what you do with those gifts that count. All right, guys, I'm Eric Zuley. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, Eric. Thanks for coming on. And I believe, Reese, with that, I mean, I'm just so blown away by what he's done. But with that, Reese, I think we're moving into a commercial, and then Carmelita.
Move into a commercial and then go straight to Carmelita's Corner.
That's right.
Are you tired of doing business the hard way? Is building your business taking too much time and energy? We can help. Introducing your ultimate solution, Easy Way Business Membership. We're a full-service digital marketing solution specializing in branding and marketing, advertising, and introductions to CEOs and influencers that can help your business thrive. Problem solved. Now you can hire our award-winning team to work for your business. We've received many prestigious awards, including the Digital Trailblazer Award by Hollywood Weekly magazine, and we've been recognized by Congress. For just $11 a day, you'll get more exposure, reach more clients by next month, guaranteed. Here's how it works. You pay one low annual fee of $4,000, and you'll receive consulting, branding, marketing, advertising, social media support, product placement, and business introductions to help your business grow exponentially. And if you need more, we offer SEO, commercial, TV exposure, and much more for an additional rate. To recap, for just $11 a day annual membership fee, you'll receive branding, consulting, business-to-business introductions, advertising, and social media support. But don't take our word for it. Here's what our customers say.
We've been working with Easy Way Eric for the last 6 months, and literally we are slammed with work for 2 months straight, so his marketing definitely works.
To learn more, visit EasyWayNetwork.com or contact us at 877-399-2929. And don't forget to follow us on social media. On Facebook at Easy Way Network, Twitter at Easy Way Broadcast, and YouTube at Easy Way TV.
You are about to experience Carmelita's Corner. Carmelita's song Rosebud made it to the top 40s with the Godfather of Soul, James Brown. She's the founder of the Rose Breast Cancer Society. Now here's your host, Carmelita Pittman.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. How about that? I just love that applause. Don't you love it when you get some applause? And I've got somebody that I want to applaud, and she's coming your way today from Las Vegas, and her name is Queen Aries. Good morning, Queen Aries. How are you?
How are you?
All right, now, here we are. And I see that you also have another name that I believe the one that you prefer is Queen Aries. Do you also use the Anika Larkin? I hope I said it right.
I do for family purposes, and usually, not many people know me by that. Have known me by that name until I, had to create the Facebook pages and all that and stuff. So so that my family can keep in contact with me and follow me. So I keep it, and it is my name. I love it, but it's my business name. You know how it is.
Okay.
I've been known as an artist as Aries or Queen Aries, and Queen Aries is what I've kind of adopted, yeah.
And I'm sure you are a queen. I have seen your photograph, and you look like one.
Well, thank you. The tiaras help.
Yeah, we've got it out there on the air. And I just want to let the listening audience know you are an accomplished singer. You have been doing this for a number of years now, and I understand that you were a mainstay on the Royal Caribbean ship. Can you tell us something about your experience as a singer on board that ship?
Yeah, the Voyager of the Seas, my favorite ship. It was the largest liner that they had until they came out with the next line, and it's escaping me right now with that. But I didn't get to ride that ship. But it was magical. I mean, if you can imagine a small city floating in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, that's the Voyage of the Seas. It was huge. There were, I believe, a capacity of between 8,000 and 13,000.
Oh my goodness!
That it would include the crew as well as the passengers. So it was dynamic. It was an experience.
Wow, that is amazing. I know how these ships can be enormous. Had a experience several years ago on the Arco Sante in Greece, and
sure.
that was an adventure. It really was.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And how did you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, you were starting to say something.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. There's a delay, so it's kind of okay though. But I was just going to say that the most rewarding thing about working with Royal Caribbean was the travel. I was on the passenger manifest, so that even though I was technically a part of the production department, I was not per se crew. So I got to do a lot of the things that the passengers got to do, as well as port on many of the ports that some of the crew members were not allowed to get off on. And so it was, I got to really go to all of the places that I saw were magical places in my life growing up, but, Italy and France, and then when we did Atlantic crossings, of course, you get to go to Belize, and it's just amazing. And, everyone should really partake in a cruise or two.
Yes, it is a magical, as you say, experience. It's something that I will always treasure, in my memory. And I have to just say,
yes.
The passengers did not know that there was an opportunity where the crew gave me a chance to actually steer the ship. I mean,
wow,
if they only knew who was behind the steering wheel.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but that's something I will always treasure. I mean, you just never know what to expect when you go.
Now, did you do it during the morning and during the daytime or at night?
And during the daytime when I could see,
Wow, they always took us up at night, which was really weird because you're like looking at all these lights of ships that are across the way, and you're like,
Yeah. Well, it was just something that happened, extemporaneously, and I had no idea, that I was going to wind up behind this big steering wheel. And it was only briefly, very briefly for the sake of the passengers.
Yeah, right. They didn't want me behind the wheel either.
Yeah. So anyway, tell us, how did you get that opportunity? What brought about your partnership with the Royal Caribbean?
It was kind of strange. I had gone through a series of being an entertainer experiences in my life by then, from being signed to a major label and dropped from a major label, and residenting at different venues, including the Cotton Club back in Chicago. Hey, Chi-Town, what's up, everybody? I kind of oopsed up on the experience. To be perfectly honest with you, I was between gigs, in a sense. We had just unfortunately lost our bass player, and pardon me, when he passed away. It was as vast as the musicians are across Chicago. We were having a very hard time finding the bass player, so I kind of had to try to expand myself. And I mean, literally, I coming from the little community center that was around the street and down and around the corner and down the street from my house. It was raining. And I picked up a Chicago Reader, which is our little public periodical there, and I used it to, cover myself in the rain, the short distance that I had to walk. And when I got back in the house and I'm spreading the paper out, there was the ad for Royal Caribbean cruise line auditions. It was crazy. It was like out of nowhere. I went in for the audition, and the rest is history.
You know what? It wasn't from nowhere. It was meant to be. So,
Absolutely.
There's another saying, when one door closes, another opens. And so even though it seemed like a drawback at the time to you that you lost your bass player, that was your opportunity.
Yeah.
To, the way this all came about, imagine a wet newspaper and that ad popping out at you. But it was meant to be. And you took advantage of that, and look at where you are now. And before the time goes, because I am keeping one eye on the clock, I want to mention to the listeners that you are an upcoming star. You have so much stuff going for you, and you have been compared to some of our greatest. You've been compared to Tina Marie, to Minnie Riperton, and to Whitney Houston. That's huge. And you've also, as you mentioned, you have been on major record label. I think I heard you mention the Atlantic. Was that one of the ones?
Oh, Jive, yeah, Jive.
Yeah.
Chicago, the Battery Studios, yeah. That was a great experience. But, being so young, I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was getting into. Yeah, it was.
Boy.
Yeah, it was a little over my head. I was just too young, to appreciate and understand what I had at my fingertips. And I, unfortunately, when you're not protected, and so you find out later, you kind of, things are going to slip through your hands, and there's nothing you can do about it,
Well, I know the music business can be ruthless. There's a lot of sharks out there, swimming around, and you really do have to be guided through those rough waters. And I just want to give a shout out to your manager, Ray Stewart. He's on top of it, I'm telling you. He really looks out for you, and I can tell, by the way, he takes care of business for you. So I highly give him kudos for that. But before we go, I want you to mention to the audience some of the things that you're expecting to get involved with. And I also want to let them hear some of your music that we will play our way out. So
cool.
on that note, just let us know what you're doing, and I'm going to ask our engineer to put your music on.
Sure. Well, I mean, for starters, I mean, the greatest thing about getting from Chicago to Las Vegas, and which essentially is the West Coast, you get exposed to a lot of great artists that I wouldn't have had that exposure back in the Midwest. But so Michael Black, he's a wonderful reggae artist. He's legendary, and I have had the pleasure of appearing on his new released album that will be coming out, I believe, this month. Keith Washington, kissing you. He's also a very good friend of mine, and has collaborated with me also to vocally support his album, and that's coming out, I believe, this year, if not top of 2020. We have to fact check that. But either way, my album also is due to be released in 2020, and I have a fabulous music producer, songwriter, Teresa Ray, who has featured a few songs on that album, as well as Tony Staples, music producer, who I actually submitted the song that I'm going to be singing will be my first single, and you're the first to debut for me, Carmelita.
Okay.
So it's very, very exciting. Yeah, I'm doing some things. I'm making some moves.
Well, good for you and good for us, too. And I'm looking forward to hearing your music and to meeting you. And I also want to give a shout-out to my friend Onita Polk in Las Vegas. She's got it going on. Girl, let me tell you, she's hooked me up with many, including you, and I want to show my appreciation for that. So as we go out on our horse in the sunset, let's hear something from Queen Aries.
Yeah.
Well, Queen, are you still there?
I am.
That was The Sound of Silence. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go. There's the single. By the Superfly.
One cocktail with your boys. What? Drink till you're drunk, smoke till you're high. Never ever come home, so I'm gonna say goodbye. 'Cause I know you're super fly. I love you super fly. You drink till you're drunk, smoke till you're high. You never ever come home, so I'm gonna say goodbye. 'Cause I know you're super fly. I love you super fly. I'm a lady, how I know. Cherry pies with your bro. All night, how you roll. Coming home is a no. 'Cause I know you super fly. I be around you super fly. I watch you fly. I watch you fly. I watch you fly. You fly so high. I watch Got a monkey on my back, a habit hard to break. Trouble is on my mind, get on my knees and pray. But nothing seems to get me through, except the thought of you. I just can't turn away. I try, but I can't change. I'm addicted to you, baby. There's nothing I can do. Gotta have you when I want. I'm addicted to you. It started out to be so simple and so free. As time ticks away, I needed you more each day. Something in the way you touch me, something in everything you do that makes me want you more, that keeps me coming back to you. I'm addicted to you, baby. Addicted to you, baby. Nothing I can do. Gotta have you when I want. I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to you, baby. Baby. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Gotta have you when I want. When I want. I'm addicted to you.
Oh, Carmelita's Corner was wonderful as always.
Let's
go straight to tech time because we're time is getting away from us here.
Smartphone, cell phone, PC, Mac, tablet, iPad. That's right. It's tech time.
Well, I just want to talk real quickly about backup cameras. You know, if you don't have a new car, you don't have a backup camera. If you have a relatively older car, you might have a backup beeper, but you don't have the camera in there. And you've probably wanted one, thought about one, but they are so expensive to install. No, they're not. I've discovered you can get a backup camera for as little as $50 or as much as, $400 or $500 if you have it installed. But you can go online. You've got lots to choose from and lots of places to choose from of where you can get backup cameras that operate wirelessly. You can just plug it in to your license plate holder. It comes with a license plate holder, and you just plug the camera into the license plate holder, take the video screen, and put it inside the cabin with you. And for us people that are over 50, this is really a godsend. I just bought one. I haven't used it yet. I'm going to install it sometime this week, and I'm going to give you the report next week. But go online, check them out, because I know I am tired of banging my bumper against poles. And I've heard recently of just some horrific accidents of people running over people that were behind them. They just didn't see them. But you can have a backup cam now for as little as $50. And check them out online and figure out which one you want. And I'll give you my full report next week or the week after. Jim, let's move on to your Jim.
Okay, baby boomers, it's time for Jim from Jim.
So I found an article. I researched through the net and some interesting things for the boomers and so on for retirees. And I found an article on moneyhowstuffworks.com, and I'm going to go over 10 business ideas for retired couples. When people retire, they want to make a few dollars on the side. It could be something that could turn into a lucrative situation. And here's some ideas for starting your own little business. Number one, we got tutoring. If you have a skill, you've got all the years of, work behind you and things you've learned, you put it together and give a tutoring class. And that could be individual or it could be groups. And sharing your expertise in business or whatever you have, all the knowledge you have put together. Number two, RV camping jobs. 9% of us households, we have campers and so on and so forth. People over 55, 9% own an RV. So while you're on the road, you can earn. So you go to these campgrounds, and many of them offer short-term work. So when you get to a campground, you can find out from the campground owner if they have any little jobs to do around there. If nothing else, they can pay for the gas for your RV. Number three is bed and breakfast owners. It can lead to rewarding income on that. Bed and breakfast, interesting. You have to learn a little bit more about the business, a little bit more involved, but that can be interesting. Finding a state you want to move to and follow your dream about moving to Montana or wherever it is. Number four is property management. This could really be interesting. Oversee day-to-day operations in a commercial or residential property. They pay for your rent. You just oversee the property. Online jurors. How about this one? Companies like eJury, Online Verdict, Jury Test pay people to sit at home, and they have juries. And what you do is you give the attorneys feedback on cases that they're handling, and you do that while you're sitting at home online. So how about that one? Tax services, great for retired couples that were CPAs or know about taxes. It's a year-round thing. Writing blogs, use your years of experience and share your blogs. All the information you have through blogs, your stories, expertise. You can earn by giving sponsors and ads to the articles you read. Some become very popular. Pet sitting. Okay, 2/3 of households have pets. 73 million dogs, 90 million cats, 60 million birds. Americans spend $47.7 billion on these pets, and you can cash in to be part of this. Pet sitting. You've heard about pet walking, whatever. Catering. If you are into cooking, there's big business in catering. You can open a small catering business, take sandwiches, whatever you like to do, because it's a $7 billion a year business. Consulting, kind of similar to tutoring. You provide expertise and your experiences given over the years, all the stuff you've accumulated. You know, lifetime experience. Package it up and put it out there as a business consultant. And Reatha, we could get you doing that. You could put all your 75 years of experience on stage and package it up, put it together, and get newbies in the business all your experience. What do you think of that?
I've got enough business as it is.
Yeah.
I don't need anything else to do.
Well, I'll tell you, there are, and we've talked about this before, a lot of ways, because what happens is, you know, I've hit you with these figures before. The average baby boomer made about $44,000 a year, they say, and they're supposed to retire with 11 times that amount in the bank, which is about $500,000. But in reality, they're retiring with $25,000 to $30,000 in the bank, which basically is enough to maybe get you through a year if you stretch it. And because you don't anticipate when you're 30 years old in the retirement budget, the money you'll be spending because you're off more and you're home more, and you'll be spending more money on your home, which you could have lived in for 30 years. And that eats up a lot of your money. Well, I'll tell you, I got an estimate on just little things.
Well, I'm definitely going to be working the rest of my life. Don't get me wrong. I just don't need any more business.
No.
Because
no,
I did not
plan
stuff. Well. I'm in that category. But we're just about out of time, Jim. It's always a wonderful day when we get to talk to our listeners and have a wonderful day in the neighborhood. And we will be back next Monday morning at 10 a.m.
We'll be back with Easy Way. Remember, go to easywayphone.app. Remember to check out the Easy Way Wall of Fame. And you'll see a lot of celebrities on there and just interesting people. It's growing like crazy. This is really drawing interest. Award show. We got an award coming up August 30th. And Reatha, I'll be a year older. I think I'm going to hit the big 7-0 come August. Time goes so fast.
That's I am your elder. You know, I'm 3 months older than you, so I've got mine's coming up on June 2nd.
Wow, can you believe it? You know, when you hit these certain decades, like I can't believe I'm 60 years old. And boy, I'll tell you, hold on to your hat. When you turn 60, you're going to be 70 real quick.
I never realized what a difference a day makes because all of a sudden you become old. You know, I try to tell myself, oh, no, I'm still young. It's like, no, 70 is old. Okay, by anybody's
we're getting some
standard.
We're getting some positive input on Reatha as far as, you know, retirement goes. You know, have that positive attitude. When you get 70, you will be old. What else, Reatha?
You
tired.
will be old.
You'll be worn out. But with that, Reatha, I guess it's about time to wrap it up for Radio Boomers Live with Betty White's co-star Reatha Grey and Easy's son. No,
Dad. You're the dad.
Jim Zuley. And Radio Boomers Live, guys, next Monday morning at 10 o'clock. And 10 to 11, we'll be here. We'll be live. And with that, I guess we'll be signing out. So keep tuned, keep moving, keep healthy, keep active, and keep safe. Till then, Radio Boomers Live out.
See you next week.
Boomers Forever Young is really making a name for themselves as an exciting nutritional company with products that really work. People from all over the country are starting to take notice. Their whole-person approach to health and wellness, combined with their unique array of powerful natural health products, are setting them apart from all the other companies in the nutrition industry. Their customers love the one-on-one free consultations and the results they experience. Sound a little too good to be true? Then go online to boomerboost.com today and sign up for a free consultation with a product specialist, or just give us a call at 1-800-861-4609. Again, that's boomerboost.com, or call 1-800-861-4609 to join the thousands already experiencing the benefits of Boomers Forever Young products.
Thank you for listening to Radio Boomers Live with your hosts, Reatha Gray, star Betty White's Off Their Rockers, and Easy's dad, Jim Zuley. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Radio Boomers Live. Radio Boomers Live is brought to you by the Easy Way Broadcasting Network. That's the letter E, the letter Z, Broadcasting Network.